Hello everyone and welcome back to Wolf Quest 2.7, and we are here today to vote on the heir to the Stormy Skies pack. So as you guys know, we have had Rain and Zephyr, and they have done an amazing job of taking care of the Stormy Skies pack, despite the fact that they have suffered tremendous losses. We have actually lost half of the puppies that they have ever had, which is very, very sad, but in a way that has actually allowed Rain to emerge as a tragic figure of motherly love who truly loved her pups and was trying very hard to raise them to the best of her abilities, but she just had so many things come out to get her. We had lots of coyote deaths. We had her second litter almost entirely die from illness. On her third litter, she lost one pup, Tempest, to a coyote, and she lost another pup, Autumn, to what we're going to say is a flooded river, even though it was the fact that Zephyr tried to take her closer to the summer hunting grounds for us, and it kind of blew up in our faces. So that was kind of interesting. But it really allowed for some of the most dramatic and at times beautiful stories that we've had from the Heirs of the Moon pack, and the Stormy Skies pack is a branch off of the Moon pack, which is why I say that. In the entire time we've been doing this, and some of the artwork and the stories you guys have come up with as a result, which you should be seeing right now, absolutely blew me away. Absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic. So thank you guys so much for all of your support while we guided Rain through her adventures. We got to spend time with Zephyr. We got used to Rain and her absolutely adorable little way that she would chase after the rabbits for the lucky rabbit split all the time, and the way she played with the rabbits, and the way that she just laid and relaxed in the sun on the mountain when she was still trying to earn enough experience points to get a mate. So it was really fantastic, and I think it's kind of funny how she was 5 points short in the end of being able to get to the 15,000 experience points needed for a pack to have white puppies. So her heir will be able to have white puppies, but it was just really funny that she was 5 points short. That just seems like such something the children of Atlas would end up having happen. So today should be a pretty easy day compared to yesterday, because we will only be voting on 6 wolves instead of 12. And you guys already know 3 of those wolves because we have already created them. So let's go ahead and look at their very first litter that we ever had with the Stormy Skies pack during Rain's legacy. And that would be, let me find him down here, Ripple. So here is Ripple, our big boy Ripple, who is coming out with a lot more of the red tones, a lot more of the red coloring, a floppy ear, just to kind of add in a little bit of his mom's characteristics. And he is a super strong wolf. So Ripple turned out to be kind of like a muscle-bound, really powerful wolf with a lot of red coloring, which is very interesting, that we don't really see very often. And I think he's got a silly little howl. Yeah, we gave him quite the silly little howl. So he's kind of a really fun grab bag mix of what we're going to say are the different pack genetics, and offers a completely different branch than we've seen before with his coat coloration. Just with the fact that he's such a muscular wolf, he doesn't have very good stamina, so keep in mind the stats determine how easy they can hunt, and he's really super strong, so once he can get his teeth into something, that's great, but his stamina would definitely make things very difficult. So in a way, if you want to see something that's a little more challenging, that would be the wolf to pick. And then we also have Droplet, who is his little sister, who also brings out a lot of the red tones seen in their great-great-grandfather Soul. He was extremely red, and she's also super strong, because that seems to be something that for the most part Rain kind of passed down to her children. So she's also super strong. She's very compact, very fast. I really think her colors are super duper interesting. They kind of have a lot of let's see, Twilight kind of had those coats. Yeah, I think it's really Twilight I'm thinking of who had that coat. And then Dewdrop, who actually is I really like her colors. She carries what her uncle Cloud would have looked like. Cloud looked like that too. He had the same coloration. The red, a little bit mix of the white. She's actually a lot faster. So out of her siblings from Rain's first litter, she's super fast. And I think she has just a pinch, she's got a pinch more of the Moon Pack thoughtfulness and a pinch less of the silly, goofy playfulness than a lot of the Stormy Skies wolves tend to have. So that is little Dewdrop. And let's go ahead, and we are now going to make the very last of the wolves. So there's only 3 other wolves that we have to vote on for the Stormy Skies pack. One of which being Misty, who I'm actually going to make a bit of a strong, and actually Misty's going to have like stamina, and she's going to be, I think I'm going to make her a little weaker because Misty survived the illness that killed all 3 of her siblings. She is the only survivor from the second litter. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make her kind of a gray color. Let's see. Her mom, Rain, was kind of a darker wolf. I'm going to just go ahead and make her a little bit of a gray color. She's going to have those piercing green eyes because that's really pretty. And she looks quite different than her parents, but we're going to roll with this because she's going to be the wolf who learned the most. She's going to be one of the best hunters, and that's why her stamina is going to be pretty much off the charts, because she got to spend all of that extra time, and we got to pretend that we were just training her at the summer hunting grounds for quite a little bit there. So that's what we're going to do with little Misty here. And she got to see her mom at her worst, and then know how her mom climbed up out of the pits after all of her puppies died almost, except for poor Misty, and after we had to take forever trying to complete the ancestor challenge, and then Rain had to hang her head and admit that she was going to have to forfeit the challenge and like turn against the dream she'd been given by the ancestors. And that's a hard thing to do. So I think Misty would have learned some extremely significant lessons from that, though. I really, really do. So Misty definitely has the potential to be one of the most thoughtful wolves. So I'm going to leave her with her grandmother's howl. And I think that she could bring an element of seriousness in a positive way to the Stormy Skies pack that we've not had since Atlas, because he was not a serious wolf. So yeah, I think Misty has a lot of her story we've already told in some ways, with watching her grow up as the only surviving wolf, and watching her as she watched her mother at her worst and then still struggle to get over that and to climb back up. So I think it could be very significant, especially if you're a kidlet, like if we're looking at it in human terms, watching a parent struggle so much, be crushed, still not achieve what they were going for, but move on anyway. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then Rainbow, who I will admit is probably one of my favorite wolves. I'm a little bit biased too. This has like a ton of color. I'm gonna do this one because it's got tons of color. I wanted to have like lots here. Like this is a good shade. There we go. She's nice and colorful right here. So this is a little Rainbow, and she is going to be quite cute. I'm gonna give her, what's one of the cutesy howls? No. No. Okay, this one maybe. What about this one? She's gonna have this howl. And then she's not gonna be very strong, I don't think, because she was actually the runt of the litter. And I don't think I'll give her tons of stamina either, but she'll be pretty fast. But Rainbow was the last born of the 3rd litter, and she got her name because by the time she was born, that's when Rain was really like feeling excited about being a mom again and hopeful about her puppies. So she was feeling super positive about everything and had little Rainbow. And I will admit I'm a little biased towards her as a result because I think she's really cute. I'm going to give her her mom's bent ear, actually, just to kind of carry that little trait down. And I think Rainbow probably has a lot of the best traits of her grandfather Atlas's playfulness, but not quite as much of his goofy sort of like walking into walls, silly goofiness. You know, she's a little more aware of her surroundings than poor Atlas was at times. So I think Rainbow has a very optimistic, hopeful personality, but that can often be a painful thing to see play out when we watch the wolves as they cope and have to deal with all of the struggles and the trials that they have to live through as wild animals. So there's something to remember. Playful, optimistic, was her mom's little hope, but what happens when we have to sit there and watch one of her puppies get eaten by a stranger wolf? So that is something to keep in mind, you guys. We love the ones that we pick, but that also means we might have to watch them at their most miserable. So, tough choices, tough choices. And then finally, we have little Aqua. So let's go ahead and make Aqua. We had a lot of girls this time around because we had a lot of all-female litters for some reason. And Aqua, where is Zephyr? Where is Zephyr's coat color? I want her to have a little bit more of her dad in her. Zipping around, checking out. Let's see, life is rough. Aqua. This was Zephyr, wasn't it? Yeah. Aqua, I'm gonna give. There we go. Yeah, this will be Aqua, female. I'm gonna make her kind of like her mom, a little bit stronger, a teensy bit more stamina. I'm just gonna raise things a little bit there, and then maybe a goofy howl? No. Well, actually, that's her dad's howl, isn't it? That is her dad's howl. I'm pretty sure that's Zephyr's howl. So Aqua is going to take a little bit more after Zephyr. She's going to be really good with actually being able to do her hunting. And then I'm actually giving you guys an extra day. So I'll include the link in the video description today. But I'm giving you an extra day to vote on what the Stormy Skies adventures with Rainbow and Aqua and Zephyr and Rain are going to be after they reach the summer hunting ground. So if you look down in the video description below, you will see the link to the poll where you can pick the adventures. Yesterday, Moonpack unfortunately suffered quite the sad adventure because one of the bad outcome adventures was voted for, and Nyx actually died defending his pups from a wolf. But he kind of left his legacy that way, taking care of his children. So Aqua, she's actually in the list, and I'll have to see if you guys end up voting on her adventure. And if you do, she will have a stat change, and if you choose something else, then something else still might happen to her. So there's a lot of fun things coming up with those little adventures, providing just an extra little touch of story to what we do. But this will be little Aqua. She is going to take kind of more after her dad. She's going to be probably a little bit more protective, kind of like her dad was, because Zephyr was often throwing himself in front of bears, throwing himself in front of eagles. He was really like taking initiative to take care of his puppies and defend his puppies, and I really loved that about him. So Aqua's going to kind of bring to life some of the best traits of her father Zephyr, and it could be a way of forever leaving his legacy in the Stormy Skies in an even more firm way. So there we go. She's kind of a daddy's girl. And she looks kind of like a coyote. All right, you guys. So you've got several things to vote on down in the video description. You are going to be voting on the Heir to the Stormy Skies pack. You are going to be voting on, because I'll leave it up for an extra day, the adventures that you can pick for the Stormy Skies for Rainbow, Aqua, Zephyr, and Rain when they have reached the summer hunting ground with the third litter, what remained of the third litter. And you are going to be voting on the ancestor dream that the Heir, whichever one it is, of the Stormy Skies pack is able to get. So yeah, you've got a lot to vote on. 3 different things today. I hope you guys enjoy. Pick at random if you wish for some of the things, or pick as super thoughtfully as you feel is best. Pick your favorites or try to campaign for your favorites in the comments as usual. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and you are enjoying the adventures. And from the bottom of my heart, you guys, thank you so much for bringing to life the stories, the legacy, the adventures, the challenges that our wolf packs have faced. And I can't wait to see what the next chapter will bring and what you guys pick. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.